Hello, I am sorry about the delay. I'm sorry. I'm here now and it's snowing. Actually, you can't see that, but the sun is rising very soon now. Can you hear me? Because I did a timed this timing thing. Okay, yes. Because this is, I think, the first time on this channel I've used announcement function, or whatever I should call it. So yeah, okay, it's quite early, but good morning, good morning. It is actually, can you hear the wind? That's the wind. It's actually so dark now that I can hardly see the chat messages. It's better now. Maybe it's my eyesight. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. But I am walking into the field now. I have been up writing. You can see my hair blowing. Okay, yeah, it's windy and we have some snow, so winter will be here very soon now. Yeah, okay, let me get straight to thanks for the heads up this time. Well, yeah, I thought, yes, it is getting a bit lighter. So in just 10 minutes now it will be a little bit better. So let me get straight to the point here. Ticks. Yeah, I am back to using, well, why do I want to talk about ticks? Well, because it's quite important actually. It's a serious disease, that Lyme's disease. And I was diagnosed with, now I don't know, borreliose, is that what it's called in Norwegian? I was actually diagnosed with that a few years ago, but then I went back to the doctor for a second check, and then they couldn't find any. So I guess I was lucky. Yeah, Borrelia, yes. But I don't think I actually got it, because the second blood test showed that I didn't have it after all, so I'm quite happy about that. But yeah, I was trying my mountain boots, my hiking boots. So what happened? Well, a couple of times out in the woods and I had a tick. It hadn't fastened, it hadn't bitten yet. But when I wear these tall rubber boots, I get no ticks. So I just wanted to say that. People ask me what I do about the ticks, and my response is, well, wear rubber boots. That, you know, not the neoprene type, the neoprene on the outside, but wear rubber boots that only rubber on the outside. Sorry, that goes high up, almost to the knee. So Okay, haters, next topic. Haters, they are a little bit like ticks because they will get in your hair, crawl up your leg, they will try to harm you, and they feed from your they want attention, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk up the same path as the one I walked down the other day, because it's quite windy out here. Let's see. Yes, I'll try that. Maybe it will just get very dark, but at least you can now hear the wind in the trees. Okay. I got lost. No, not really, but I'll have to walk this way. Then I'll walk into the side of the field and onto the path. Yeah, I have a somewhat viral video on the main channel. It got around 300,000 views the last week, so that's good. And the main channel is now at almost 140,000 subscribers. And last time we spoke, I said it's about 130,000, and that was yesterday. So it's insane how fast a channel can grow when you have a viral video. So yeah, here we are on the path. That is a crazy number of people. It is true. What happens is that a small percentage of those people who are commenting will be writing, you know, nasty stuff, and I don't really care anymore, to be honest. I know lots of people, they say, oh, I don't care, but then they do care. But my honest, if I'm completely honest, I don't really care anymore. That's not because I'm very tough or anything. It's just because you get used to it. You actually do get used to it. So that's just the way it is. But it kind of affects this live stream in a way. Those people, they are not, I don't think they know about this small channel here. And they will probably, if they did, they wouldn't care entering these live streams. And yeah, well, you can't give them attention, you can't reply. It's called feeding the troll. Don't feed the trolls. That's number one advice in the YouTube creator community. So, but it affects this live stream because at some point they will find it, and at some point it will become difficult to do these live streams. And there is also emails. One of my email addresses is you can find that on the info page on both these channels. And being a novelist, I am now at a crossroads. I tried to make this is kind of difficult to explain, but imagine you get 100 emails every day. and some of them will be about your books, and some people will claim that they know. Oh, there's a mistake, you made a mistake there's an error, or they have a question that makes you think, oh, I made a mistake, that's an error in my books. And I have this thing, I want everything to be perfect, and that's a weakness. I shouldn't be like that. I want everything to be perfect when it comes to my novels, and they can't be because I'm human. So it's impossible, but it still bothers me a lot, and I need to I've tried to work with myself on this, but me and I have decided now that time has come to for isolation. I know it's a bit sad. I'm not hang on, I'm not closing down everything or anything like that, but I can no longer be accessible to anyone. I just can't. It kind of wears me out. It's just too much, and I get anxious. I get nervous. For long periods of time, I've had anxiety, like proper anxiety when it comes to emails, opening the email inbox. It's just too much. So I hope it didn't, I was hoping it wouldn't get to this, but I am planning to move these live streams over to Patreon, and it will be the lowest amount. Well, then it won't be for free, right? So it will be $1 a month, and I hate that, because I didn't want to charge any money, and I'm not doing this for the money, but I need some kind of barrier between us guys and the others, because obviously people who are just interested in pestering me with questions and claims that they know better than me when it comes to what I'm writing about, I can't risk that. They will find this live stream here. But well, thank you, Perry. Yes, I know. Some kind of buffer. If you have any idea how that could be done without it involving money, let me know. At this point, I don't know any other way to do it. So well, thank you, Maria. I know, and I really hate that. But that for charging money, I thought, it's going to be voluntary for those who want to. But so what I can do is to give something more back. Like if you're a patron and you pay $1 a month, you will get access to these live streams, and I will figure out a way to give more back, so yeah. Now let's see. Maria, well, thank you, Maria. Tassus World says, having someone to handle the emails and forward the real email to you. Yes, I have that, but and they do a great job. But yesterday, actually, something kind of slipped through, and I can't have that anymore because it ruined the whole day for me, and the night I've hardly slept. Yeah, well, I will gladly pay people, and I am getting there anyway when it comes to the emails, but my fear is that they will find this live stream. Suddenly there's a chat message there, and it says, well, you made a mistake on page so and so, or I can't have that. So I will likely try to set up a live stream for patrons, yeah, because, well, I can't figure out how to do it any other way. I need some kind of buffer, but that's right now. That's the well, thank you. That's the only option I have right now. So yeah, I saw a video from a very large influential YouTuber, and it was about him making mistakes. And he said something I found was very wise. And by the way, I think that many of those large YouTubers, they are not idiots. And at least the ones I've seen, I think they have a large audience because they are kind of wise people. And there are those who are not, of course. Lots of those as well, but he said, I am going to make mistakes in my videos, he said, and then he said, I'm getting, sorry, I'll sit down a little bit, maybe this way is better. Hold on. No. Yeah, he said, I'm going to make mistakes, and when I make mistakes, he said, some people suggest I should take the video down. And then he said, but that would mean I lose the income from that video, so I'm not taking the video down. That's what he said, and it's the same with novels. It's the same with novels. You can make changes when because they do, they sell out, and then they have to print it again, and then you have the chance to make some changes, and I always do, actually, small changes. It's not something you want to do. My publishers, they don't like that, and I don't like that. And the reason is that it steals time away from writing the next novel, and I'm writing a series of novels, so yeah, that's the way it is. You can't. That's why you need that. You need to say stop. You need to say stop. Perry says even Tolkien made mistakes. Yes, and he spent like 20 years on his famous trilogy there. You need to say stop at some point, and it is what it is, and take it or leave it. What's that expression? Here it is with warts and all, and it is what it is. You can't go continually back, because then you would be writing the same novel again and again and again your whole entire life. And put simply, I would go bankrupt if I did that. Um, yeah. Now, so that's my. I am probably just going to continue doing these live streams until I figure out, and they will be public until I figure out how to set up a Patreon, how to do it through Patreon, and it will. Now let's see, a library manager, and you find the odd mistake, the world does not end. Yeah, tell that to my. There's a little goblin who lives in my head, who is actually the writer, and he's a bit insane, and he likes to wake up in the middle of the night, and yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah. 2 a.m. is overthink hour. Yeah, I have like overthink hour all day, I think. So I'm just saying that I will be looking into creating some kind of what's it called, set up this in Patreon so that there will be a buffer. Yeah, well, Joe, the mods will most likely catch the comments before you even see them. Well, not really. I see them real time on the screen, and I can't. It's if I'm going to if we're going to communicate, that's the only option. So if I manage to set that up through Patreon, you will have to be a patron, and you will get a notification. I think it is like you get a notification and it says there will be a live stream, or there is a new video, there is something going on, and if there's a live stream that is timed, you will get a message, there will be a live stream at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. And so I'm going to try to put more content on Patreon, and we as a tribe will move over there. I guess that's the sooner the better, I think. And it's an obligation there for me as well. I need to make it worth the money, so that, yeah, you get yeah. If you have any suggestions on how to do that, let me know. Yeah. Okay. So let's change subject. Tribe relocation, greener pastures. Yes, I know Patreon. Can you see now? It's getting lighter now. It's well. Thank you, Tony. Thanks a lot. And good morning. Well, thank you, Maria. It's very kind of you to say. It's the sun is rising. So let's move. Let's move a little bit. I actually thought it would be darker longer, but it's now it's quite nice now. Let's see. let's take a walk. So I must say I really appreciate these live streams. I really enjoy doing these live streams. It's a way to break out of that isolation. But the isolation is needed. As mentioned here now, it leaves you exposed. You know, you become very exposed when you're a writer and a YouTuber. It's like maximum exposure. So if you're a person who likes your privacy, like I am, then it's a challenge. Yeah, so let's change subjects. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about collaboration with that Norwegian knife manufacturer. I mentioned that yesterday, and it's been something I've been talking about that almost since the start of the main channel. This time I think it's the perfect match, and I'm going to tell you which knife manufacturer it is, but I want you to guess first. Which knife manufacturer do you think it is? It's a Norwegian one, and they have distribution in North America. No, not Mora, they are actually Swedish. So I'll give you a couple of minutes. Yeah. Halvard, Helle, yeah, it is Helle. Helle Knives, it is. Yes. So, yeah, Mikael, it's Helle. So I'm very excited about that because I really like the knives, and I have a Helle knife. I have two Helle knives already, but they are going to send me a few of their knives, and so I'll just try them out a little bit. I won't be, you know, like I won't be doing review videos probably, but we're going to start by they will send me knives and I will be using them. I'll give them some feedback and we'll see. It would be very cool to develop a knife, like a signature knife. And yeah, let me just reply to one the comment there. I will, when I have everything set up on Patreon with and I've figured out how to do live streams through Patreon, I will let you know on this channel here, probably the other channel as well. So I'll explain everything in detail. And again, I'm not doing that because of the money, but it is asking people to pay a little bit is the only way I can't think of any other way to have a buffer between us, the tribe, and the trolls out there. So you're welcome, Nathan. Yeah, so it's Helle Knives, and they are a very interesting company because they are aiming at the North American market, and they also, I mean, I don't know if this is a secret. I don't think it's a secret, so I think it's okay that I say this. I share this with you. They are very interested in the bushcraft community, and they are a company who are both with, they have one leg in Norwegian knife tradition and one leg in the more, you know, the new bushcraft community. So it's very interesting to see how they are developing new models and how they are combining Norwegian knife traditions with bushcraft. It's like, oh, look at this. We have some giant mushrooms here. Let me show you. That was a big mushroom. When it comes to signature knife, I feel I should have more experience. Like it's like the other signature knives they have. They are the Les Stroud Survivorman signature knives, and I feel he's like, I'm very much what's it called, a novice compared to him, obviously. But my attitude is that I'm a student, and I will remain a student of the wilderness and the bushcrafts now, and for my entire life. Let's sit down here, out here in the light. Bushcraft makes me happy. Oh, hi there, Jonna. Hi there. Good morning. Now, let's see. Yeah, Tony says you have to keep learning to teach. Yes, I agree. So, yes. Okay, yes. Now, a signature knife, what features would that have? I think I can say already that I would start with an archaeological find. So I would base the design on utility knife from the Viking Age. Helle actually has a knife like that already. They call it the Viking, the Helle Viking. But yeah, so I would probably try to, yes, a socks, like a utility socks, because I really like the blade shape. So I would probably start with that. Yes, and horizontal carry sheath would be, I really like it, because I was skeptical, because I have a big socks with a horizontal sheath, and I thought back when I started using that, well, it will be like in the way of everything, but it's really practical, and I really like that horizontal carry option. So yeah, but again, I think there are many factors involved, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and things like the spine needs to be almost sharp, 90 degrees of ferro rods. Yeah, no, it's not the Grimfrost one I have. That one broke actually. It snapped. So I was not very happy about that. But I don't think the Grimfrost socks is something was wrong with my knife, but my friend has the same one and he hasn't had a problem. So I don't know. They need to use Boss Pro shops here or we won't see them. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I won't be involved in anything that has to do with distribution. I just knew that I want to work with a knife manufacturer. Knife in Norwegian is kniv, kniv. So it's the same word in actually. Yeah, so I wanted to work with a knife manufacturer who, one, is able to mass produce, like not like bad quality of course, but who is able to make a lot of that knife, and they need to have, number two, they need to have good distribution in North America. So that was what I was looking for, and Helle has those qualities. Bjørnkniv. Yeah, maybe it should be called Bjørn. They have a gaupe, which is lynx, and they have fossekallen, which is that little bird who lives in the streams, like it. Yeah, fossekal. So they have other knives named after animals, so maybe they should have a bjørn as well. Yeah. Bear knife. Milton has a friend with a speech impediment, and he says kniv. He pronounces knife kniv. It's yeah. Well, it will be a beast of a knife for sure. Yes, but I think well, I prefer knives that aren't too big or too heavy. I like knives that are not heavy to carry. But we'll see. First of all, I'll just start using the knives they send me, and we'll take it from there. I'm very excited about it because knives are great fun, you know. Yeah, it's snowing now. I don't know if I don't think you can see it, but yeah, it's snowing. It's Sunday. I guess you knew that already, but I like Sundays because everything is quiet. I don't like Mondays so much because, yeah, I guess we all feel that way. When it comes to the TBS knives, the knives from the Bushcraft store, which I use, they are great knives. I really enjoy those knives. And Grimut says, it's my birthday today. Well, congratulations. And awesome. Happy birthday. You're getting birthday wishes now. That's I guess you are, I can't remember which time zone you are in, but I guess you will be celebrating if you're not already. Now this is morning for you. Birthday cake. Yeah. Maria, well, take care. Thanks for joining the live stream. Thank you. Mauri Mela says, greetings from Finland. Grimute. Yeah, okay. Wolf Mauler, good to see her. Yeah, well, when it comes to the TBS knives, the knives from Bushcraft Store, the problem is, you know, they are great knives, really great knives. The problem is the distribution. They have very much their own distribution, and they don't have, their business model is a little bit different. So at this point, I think Helle is a better choice because they are very much interested in expanding, especially they are looking at North America. And most of the people who watch the videos on the main channel, they are from North America actually. So I think it's like 40%. Yeah, now we can see the snow, yes. 40% of the viewers are from the USA. Yeah, the Boar is a really good knife. You can get it from their website, the Bushcraft Store, Co.uk. So they have, the Boar is a great knife. I had two actually. Still waiting for my books, yes. I'll do my best. It is snowing, and we have been warned that not only will the winters be very wet and stormy, but the world is ending because of the climate change and all that. So what I think is we're getting a cold winter with lots of snow. That's what I think, and I think the world is not ending. But what do I know? I guess I'll start listening to the 16-year-olds instead, right? Yeah. So, okay, let me pick up the camera. Yeah, well, the ticks here, there are still ticks here. I found a tick on me yesterday, and it hadn't bitten, but it was there, and that's why now I am back to wearing the rubber boots, because what they do is they crawl up your leg, and they get in. Yeah, they are ticks, so I don't like ticks. Bunny, that's very interesting. I haven't heard about that publisher. The descriptions of the plots in English. Well, I'm not sure if I like that. If they want to talk about my books, they will have to buy the rights, right? Well, no, they can talk about them, of course, but yeah. But I will, all of that with the books, you know, it will be sorted out starting 1st of January or the 2nd of January when I have a new agent. Yeah. Sometimes being a novelist feels like being, a lawyer. They show the book covers and all. Well, Yes, please. If you could send me the website, yeah, that would be nice. And I'll forward it to my agent. But that really got me thinking again, you know, I would like to go into complete isolation. I would like to not have anything to do with the commercial side of things. I would like to make these videos and write my novels. And that's what I want to do. You do isolate yourself, you know. There's like a family dinner, extended family thing later today. I'm not going because I've found that the extended family is the worst when it comes to not respecting your peace and quiet, and they will very often they will start questioning me about my novels, particular parts. What's that about? Why is it like that? And I just can't. I can't do that anymore. It's just too much now. So, yeah. There's a time and place for everything, right? So if you go and you have a public reading, that's different because you're kind of prepared to meet people. But I've had people coming over to me on the street and sharing their opinions about my novels, and that's not nice. It is nice, of course, most of the time because people will be nice. They are coming over to you because they want to say, I like the books, but there will be the odd little moron who has a need to air his opinions, which maybe are not always positive. And you never know before they open their mouth, you know. Perry says, every family event I go to, people want me to fix a problem on their car. It gets old really quick. I just tell them I charge 150 per hour. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Yeah, and it's like now I try not to talk about this, but listen, my novels. In Norway, you can get when you have a review of the novel, like in the newspaper, and you have they write about the novel, and they give it 1, 2, 3, 4, like they use a dice. I've had only 5s and 6 reviews, like 5, the dice 5 or 6, and I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. I've had more 6s than 5s on my novels, on the Jomsviking novels. So it's like, and the novel now that I publish here in Norway now, I had 2 6, like 1 week after the other, major newspapers, and it's like, yes, I know it's the opinion of the reviewer, but they are literary people. It's their job, to to review novels. So it's like, okay, the book sells very well and it's getting great reviews, couldn't get any better. So why would I listen to someone, like a random person? Why do that person think that I would listen to him? No. I hope that doesn't sound arrogant, but you know, that's how I feel. But anyway, yeah, I am, let me get up here again. I try not to listen, but it is frustrating, you know, it is. Mauri says, it sounds like you don't care about other people's opinion. Well, I don't, but and you can't care about other people's opinion when lots of people have an opinion, because then at the end, you know, hold on. In the end, that's all you can think about. So you need to say stop and do your own thing. Yeah. So it's exciting now to see the growth of the main channel. Yes, good message there. They don't know my vision, and it's the same with all people. You know, you have a vision. Every single person has, well, maybe not every single person, but I think yeah. Okay, let me just walk across the field here. Yeah, it's quite a lot of snow now. Oops, camera, what's happening now? Hi there, Lucan. Hi there. In the end, it's about doing your own thing, and it's about being dedicated to your work. Always try to improve. Now, I've heard about novelists who they go on Facebook and if there's a post about them, they ask all their friends to like that post, and they, you know, it's, I don't do that. It's a bit sad, if you ask me. But it's competition, I guess. Always competition. But yeah, the collaboration with Helle, very excited about that, and especially now that the main channel is growing rapidly. It's been a couple of days. In a couple of days, it's grown by 10,000 new subscribers. 10,000. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. So it's, you know, the men's mental health and all that. You know, it's very popular, and it's important. Well, thank you, Bunyip. Thank you. It's important, and but then again, I know that speed that it's growing with now, it will stall again, because I will be back to making other kinds of videos. Yes, Bunip, I think thank you there. Yeah, hold on. I'm getting disoriented when I try to walk, talk, and reply to the comments, read the comments at the same time. Is that 3 times? Three things, tasks at the same time. That's a bit too much for me. Yeah, so it will stall because I will be back to making videos that are not, there I use the word controversial. I don't think those 2 last videos are controversial, but some people might think so. And if I make a video about, you know, like spending a day out in the woods, it will get a few thousand subscribers maybe. And also we are very local now. Also he lives in this area. Sorry, in this area down here, if I'm not mistaken. The Viking house, what's happening with the Viking house? Well, I was foolish because I said, now we're going to build a Viking house, a Viking village, I said. And I was even up in the hill, and I was allowed to get 4 rocks, cornerstones. But then I realized it's not just up to me, you know. The Viking group, the Living History group, they're very busy. I'm busy as well. So we will get there, but I can't say when, because it's not completely up to me. I can't do it on my own. So that's the problem. Now let's see. Oh, thank you. Why not build Jomsviking Land Viking themed park? Yeah, I'd like to do that. Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that, Mauri. I know YouTube is, I honestly don't know what's going on. I think they are not in control of what's going on. Actually, I think because I'm seeing, hold on, it's a difficult word for me, irregularities. Yeah, I'm seeing irregularities on this platform. So I think they should fix things now. Also, well, the idea was to work with some archaeologists so that we get it right from the start. Nathan says, we named our son Torstein. How would it be pronounced there? Well, yes, I say Torstein. Torstein. Well, thank you. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And Luken is ready to come and help. Well, that's awesome. Give me 6 months notice to arrange time off work. That's awesome. Yeah. Now, so yeah, I don't know what's going on YouTube. I think it's a good platform. I mean, we are here now. But then again, some people, they don't get notified when I'm doing a live stream, they don't get notified when I've uploaded a new video. So yeah. Bunyip says, I don't know how much I help in the building, but I can cook. Well, that's very much welcome. I like to eat, so, and most of my friends do as well. So that would be very welcome. I think actually right now that the way to go is, if I could buy some land in the woods behind me, maybe a part of the field, and I'll start building something there. Just a permanent bushcraft camp first. Grimmuter says, I'm a licensed contractor here. Pork loin cooked over open fire. Well, that sounds good. Yeah, so getting some land and doing it on my own. Or we could arrange something here in this community and work together on a project like that. So, hi there, Espen. Good morning. So start with I'll start, I think, getting some land, and then have a camp there, bushcraft camp, and then move from that to slowly constructing a Viking house. Take it step by step. That's my plan. But well, thank you. Yes, I need a carpenter. Yeah, I know wolf mauler. It's I agree, absolutely. Yeah, good idea. I'll look more into that. I have a little bit more time now in the coming weeks and months. Yeah. Okay. Now I have to go, and I've reached the end of the field here. So I think I'll have to say goodbye for now. And I want to thank you for joining the live stream. And yeah. Okay. Have a wonderful day, everybody. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.